Week 4 of the National Football League, with Baltimore on the road for an AFC battle.
Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. On the return, Devin Duvernay. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. The Ravens offense set to take over and led by a man still just in his 4th season in the NFL, the 2019 MVP, Lamar Jackson.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide open offense, so we'll see if he can keep his string of good games going right here.
And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. The numbers for him from a week ago: 25 carries, 51 yards, and a touchdown.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little bit and try and keep him fresh? Or do they say, guess what? He's locked in. Keep handing him the football.
And they run the option on 2nd down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Nice pickup, 10 yards and a 1st down on the keeper. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. The sack there by Bradley Chubb.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
Second and 21, a lot of ground to cover. And Jackson going to run again. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through to tackle. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. That's going to set him back 5 yards. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. From the gun, Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. KJ Hamler deep for the Broncos. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. And the Denver offense ready to take over for the first time. Get a look at their 8th-year quarterback. His first season as a Bronco, though, Teddy Bridgewater.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball. Run it inside. Everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a handoff. This is Gordon going left. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. They run for the first time with Javonte Williams. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
There's Sam Martin now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. $35 yards that time on the punt. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. Dances by him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Play action. Now Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A nice pickup there, 10 yards.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Down right around the 25. In on the stop there, Alexander Johnson, the Broncos' leading tackler last year. On 2nd and 9, Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either
not the tie, but yeah.
Either
you got it.
I just went right past it.
And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
On third down, Bridgewater. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's Jackson. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. Jackson now. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it'll be 1st and 10, Broncos from deep in their own territory. Denver's offense now set to go. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. They go play action. Bridgewater. This is the tight end fan. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
A couple of 1st downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. To throw, Bridgewater. Gets it to Gordon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Denver. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. This is taken at the 23. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. It's a first down and more for Dobbins. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They go play action now. Jackson looking for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, their first 2 drives only yielded 3 points. They might be thinking it's time to make something happen. Push the ball downfield and try and gain some points that way. Unfortunately, incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They're going for it with the option right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. KJ Hamler returning it. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Melvin Gordon now, he and the offense, they trot back out there. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Tackled by Derek Wolfe. Remember, he used to be on the other sideline with Denver. Here's 2nd and 9.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
From the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll hand it off now. Williams stopped up shy of the 45 despite some pretty powerful running. The tackle made by L.J. Ford. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. Some tough running, but it only gets him to the 45-yard line. The Broncos on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Bridgewater. Got a man. It's Judy, complete. And he will have the Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Bridgewater finding Judy there for the Bronco 1st.
3rd and 4 is always a tough call. Maybe a little too long to run for it, but not too long to hit him on the quick slant. And that was well executed. Found the window and zipped it right in there.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing is Bridgewater. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. A good hands there defensively, and 2nd down. Play action now. Bridgewater. There goes a deep ball. End zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for, and it's 3rd down. And again, it's Bridgewater. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Taywan Taylor, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. McManus's point after is good. And the lead is down to a field goal. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. The Ravens ready to take over. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now it's Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. And that'll make it 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to look deep for Watkins. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Well, for Lamar Jackson, we know all about how dangerous he is running the football, but he can really sling it as well. And he connects on a big one there.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham, you have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
Tucker with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Hamler now to return it. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Now Cortland Sutton and the rest of the offense getting ready for their next drive. A chance maybe here for them to get him more involved. They're down here on the scoreboard, and he's been very quiet.
And the silence has been deafening for his team. They don't need that at all. They need fireworks. They need explosive plays. They need him touching the football in any way possible. Maybe go to some jet sweeps. Anything to get him going.
There's something to get him the ball. We'll see if they can do it. Tackle made by Tyus Bowser. Here's Bridgewater. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now Bridgewater. Right back to Judy, and it's complete. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Now Gordon on first down. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. Bridgewater to Sutton. First down, Denver.
And unfortunately, in 2020, in the season opener, Cortland Sutton tore his ACL. But remember, over 1,100 yards in 2019, his future is still awfully bright.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Bridgewater now for Gordon on the draw. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing, Bridgewater. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 26. Bridgewater to Hamler, first down Broncos. Now a first down carry, it's Williams. Down to the 25. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Bridgewater. And it's caught. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Bridgewater to Fant. First down, Broncos.
Well, you have to be aware defensively that you've got 2 goals because obviously you're trying to prevent the touchdown, but you're also trying to keep it from getting a first down as well. That time they weren't up to the task, and it's 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Bridgewater. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. His first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is down to a field goal. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it ends with a Denver touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
82 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
When they put the ball in J.K. Dobbins' chest and he carries it, he runs with a lot of determination and aggressiveness. Just one start last year as a rookie, but still managed 805 yards and 9 touchdowns. I think he's ready for a big year-2 leap. Now the lead runner for the Baltimore Ravens.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now Jackson on first down. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
To throw is Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Jackson will throw again. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Now Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Second and 5. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Tucker's kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Hamler now to return it. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. Lastly, let's check on one final.
All right, folks eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on third and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on third down.
On first down, Williams. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. The tackle credited to Deshaun Elliott, the safety. They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's third down. On third down, Bridgewater. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Odafe Owe able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up fourth down. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. Last week, good result. They were able to beat the Detroit Lions, and now they are on the good side of the scoreboard right now as well. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. An option handoff here to Dobbins. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 92 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On second and very short, Jackson. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Lamar Jackson, for all the talents of escaping pressure that he possesses, he was helpless to do much of anything there. He had no chance.
Yeah, and this time it's going to come from the middle linebacker because watching the lineman, it seemed to me that they thought he was going to drop back into pass protection, but he surprised them and came on the blitz instead and had a pretty clear run to the quarterback.
On third down, Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. That's going to bring up fourth down, only a gain of 2 there.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. Fair catch called for. No gimme in these conditions, but he's able to look this one in. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. The football going back over to the Denver Broncos. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep him warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
On 2nd and 10, Bridgewater. That's complete, Wk3. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw, Bridgewater. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. They'll run on 1st down. Gordon. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd and 9. From the gun, Bridgewater. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. To throw is Bridgewater. Going for it all. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down. And McManus able to put it through. And that cuts the lead down to just 3, 20-17. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take it.
No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
It really has, especially as of late. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And Denver getting set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Calais Campbell on the stop. On the counter, here's Williams. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Bridgewater from the gun on third down. Got a man. It's Judy, complete. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 21 yards there on third down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
On first down, it's Gordon. Deshaun Elliott up to make the play defensively.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On second down, Gordon once more. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens 33. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. 52 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Bridgewater. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Tim Patrick, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Broncos have taken the lead. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that went over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's 2nd down. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Jackson now. And that is incomplete. Here's Sam Cook now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth. On second down now, it's Williams. A very tough run, but for a pretty short gain out near the 32. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Bridgewater to throw it. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, Bart, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10. They'll run on first down. Gordon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Now Bridgewater. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Bridgewater now. And that is incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
The kick by McManus is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. To throw again on second down. Jackson. Yeah, this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for the first pick. But instead, it's third down. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And Dobbins, he is not going to get there. They stop him short of the line to gain. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's Sam Cook now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And returning it, here's Hamler. 51 yards on the punt there. And the focus shifts back to Jerry Jeudy and his Bronco teammates. He's been a load for them to handle defensively, I know that much.
Well, look at him. He's got 7 catches on the game, and he's starting to shred them a little bit because Not only is he catching them, he's picking up good yardage, keeping the chains moving, ball control, you name it. This big guy, what did you say? He's been a load for them to handle?
That's right. Agreed. 7 catches, as you said, over 100 yards. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Now a 20th carry, number 20 here for Melvin Gordon. And he's going to have a Broncos first down as the tackle made about the 43-yard line. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. Throwing is Bridgewater. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Flush to his right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down. Bridgewater. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 22-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. On first down, it's Williams, and he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Right side, it's Hamler pulling it in.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Boy, tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
Gordon, he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. On 2nd and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams. He'll get it up the middle, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Javonte Williams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
McManus now for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was the rookie Javonte Williams who finished it off with a touchdown run. after the touchdown. Here's McManus now to kick it away. On the return is Duvernay. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked somewhere else. And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Bradley Chubb showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. Jackson. Forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Jackson on fourth down. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Rashad Bateman there. That'll bring up second down. And Jackson throwing once more. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done any. And this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They are. What a catch. Give him 30 yards there.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. And that'll be caught by the big tight end Andrews. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. Jackson to throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. 4th down, here's Jackson. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. Jackson. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll make it second down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Jackson. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Now Jackson. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. That catch good for only a couple. What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
And that is a situation where in the defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but he had to play diagnosed perfectly there.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
So a 7-point game, they'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And the Broncos are going to get the football. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They run it again with Williams. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And they will take a knee here. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And they take a knee. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Down to a knee goes Bridgewater, and that ought to do it.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime,